It's hard to know. I mean, this is something that now we've kind of learned as this tournament progresses, is that you can't really call it day to day. You have to just ride, figure it out day to day as you learn more about what these teams can bring to the table on LAN.
Process does go down to Shane. A little bit of a sort of weird fight. They were running with the Glocks, then they were running back again, and then eventually they showed up to take him down. So a little bit unfortunate, but not for mouz. They get that early fight. They get the ramp, which is not really the same as getting the bomb site. They still have one guy lurking outside. I think that's Torsi out there. So they're waiting for him, presumably, to maybe find one more kill, maybe do something. There's the kill on Kevin, so that's what they needed. He's going to pick up the gun and actually go straight up. Still have a minute. They are not in a rush right now. They don't have to do anything. This is the calm version of mousesports that we were really happy to see earlier. And we lost it for a little bit yesterday. But it's nice to see that they are taking their time, making sure they have a really good read. Regali goes down, even though Extortion was actually a little bit low there. But still, Pepsor next to fall to Shane. KST is going to get the bullet too. Suhi to pick that one up. Nice round.
Yeah. Super patient, and you pointed it out. I think you really nailed it there, Anders. It's a quality that mousesports have actually shown us all tournament long, that they can go for the freeze.
Yeah.
And just hold and wait. Right, not get too excited. We've even heard Shuhei call that in the past when we get those rounds where we listen in on the comms, where he'll tell the team to breathe, right? Slow down, breathe, you know, get that pace going. Okay, now we progress. Now that we've calmed down a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Let that adrenaline dump, you know, kind of work its way out of the system. Because obviously, pistol round, first round of the match, it's going to be tense. I'm glad to see that they have the awareness to slow things down a little bit there and wait for Fnatic to walk into their crosshairs. Fnatic at that point are the ones who need to make the play, right? So we will get the forced buyout of Fnatic. Standard stuff right now in this meme economy.
One way. Yeah, he definitely could see that Keva. They're going to have to check that a little bit more in the future. Good stuff, though. Comes through the Deagle. Very nearly a kill. Scout not able to follow it up, but he already got that first bullet on Sue, so 1-for-1 trade outside.
Yeah, take it. And just slow stuff from mouz. Not really too grouped either on mousesports' side, interestingly enough. Kind of expecting these guys to kind of get a death ball approach together. And they are going to be able to get two guys down. Should be a third one down here soon as well to join up with them. And there's the lurk.
Yeah.
Shane on the edge catching out. Who was that? KST.
Yeah, it was really good is that he was so far out of the lobby again, so he was not vulnerable to the lobby crunch. That's actually something they mentioned last time we heard it. We had a listen, and they sort of did say, oh, they're not expecting a second player, though. He's maybe still going to turn around, but this could get a little bit spicy. It could be a 3-on-3. Still 30 seconds left. They're going to go up instead, and Shane not aware at all. He's going to go down. Still, oh yeah, there we finally go. I was going to say, if they wait too long to get up, they're actually going to have to worry about that flank too. Shui goes down, and now it's a 2-on-3. 15 seconds on the clock. A little bit of an early peak, maybe Process. His teammates are already up high, but he's dead. The bomb is going to be planted. 2-on-2. The Scout missing the first shot. Not going to get a chance for a second one, so that's a scary round for mousesports, but they do win it.
Yeah, they do win it. They keep their cool, and they chose the correct place to get that bomb planted. As soon as the man in main dies, that's it. They know they're safe to plant from there because they can watch. And that's actually a little bit of an unforced error, I'd say, if you really wanted to get nitpicky about it. Letting your player at main die like that just takes away the crossfire, and then your teammates are kind of screwed. But now we're going to get to go ahead and listen in on the comms going into the third round.
Some smoke outside. Molly door.
All on ramp.
Let's just hide the ramp. I'm hell. They smoked main. You wanna fight outside maybe?
No, yes, stay.
They needed CT vent, I think.
Nothing peeking so far.
B.
Down. They will come ramp as well. Wait, lobby guy. Go.
Watching still.
Peeking a bit.
Gonna
On
peek
silo.
them, like radio.
Yeah, we can.
I'm gonna try to get an exit frag.
I'm hiding ramp.
Going door. Front of door. Pushing.
He's going radio. Yep.
I'm holding secret.
I'm gonna clear radio.
Think they're towards ramp.
I don't think so.
Secret. 3.
Well, there we are. Pretty. It must have been a weird round for mouz actually, because they just checked both A and B, and there were no players to be found.
It's like,
But-
where are they hiding?
Yeah, where exactly are they? But yeah, I mean, just obviously a gamble towards the ramp for Fnatic, and they didn't find anyone, so not hard to really even say anything about that.
Yeah, tough break. That's just one of those. You throw it out there. If it lands, awesome. If it doesn't, well,
Yeah.
there you go. Just,
They call it radio.
they do call it radio. That's kind of cool. I was wondering, because in terms of, is there going to be that flip now that it's a new version of Nuke, right? Is it going to be that change of generations where one will have come up calling it radio, but then now it's trophy room, right? If you've only ever seen this
You'd
this
call it that.
iteration of Nuke, you would just call it trophy room.
I noticed the same thing on Inferno yesterday. They called it Little Pit, even though there is no pit anymore.
Sure.
So but it's cool. I mean, I think that's great. Good fun.
I mean, I'm still calling them construction. Everybody's like, oh, coffins and coils. No, coils. Yeah, you get weird things like that still.
Guess it's an evolving thing over time. Exertion, just going to throw out the nade. If he'd stepped forward, might have been a little bit of trouble. They've got really deep here on T side. How have they got this much map control without even running into anyone? That's crazy. Now, an attempted lobby crunch, but the best they could get here is the Mac-10, but they're about to lose the high ground. They're actually going to be in a little bit of trouble here. And good kill on Shane at the very least, but they're not up high yet. Exertion's also in main. I feel like the T side has such incredible positions, but they're losing the fights. I mean, they're not even putting up a fight at the moment.
JDC now is in a weird spot. No, gonna find it. That's the bomb as well. Well, that pretty much seals the round up. Not a whole lot that mouz can hope to do here at this point.
I'm actually so shocked. They had 2 people that could have gone heaven, while they could have had a guy lobby and 1 main. I feel like if you just took a still picture of that moment from looking at the overview, and you say like, is the T side going to win this? You'd be like, yeah, of course they will win this round. Like, no, not even any doubt, But then lobby went down, main got shot in the back, and it turns out the people that could have gone high were not even close to doing that. All really confusing, weird round, but good for Fnatic.
I think it's where you're just trying to play a contact round and you're not finding any contact. Well, look at that, Maui surfing in sewage, just where he belongs.
Surfing in the nuclear
Waste.
waters, yeah.
Yeah, man. Look at that. I mean, definitely not
Likely
going to
to
have an impact on his lifespan.
could give him superpowers too. You never know.
You never know. You're right.
Is there a surfing-based superhero? He could be the first.
Silver Surfer.
There we go.
He just goes around. He is. What's the Silver Surfer again? Oh, we can get into that later.
I was never that much into comics. So
Neither was I. That's why. But I think
the
he
right
did have a
person.
pretty bad. He had a pretty good story.
Well, there we go.
Oh, as far as Kev is concerned, though, his story revolves around not getting picked off by this AWP. Torsey, we've seen how fast he can be over the past couple of days here in this tournament, and nicely done already. JDC dropping out of the sky. Good trade. Good spacing here for mousesports outside in the yard, looking for these duels.
Surprised that Stue didn't go down. Looked like he was running into the spray. But yeah, you're right. Good stuff. 4 versus 3 now.
Process now going to be the one thinking about it. Yep. Heading down lower, but you've already got a presence down there for mousesports. 4 alive for mouz. Regali going to be the one to try and make a play here. Pushing aggro into lobby. Is he going to find a contact or not?
Well, he might find the bomb. That's right on the other side. He sees it. Torsey goes down 30 seconds with the bomb down. Shane I think they both spotted each other. Regali going to come back for it. This is what a cool way, because he's been talked about a lot, Regali. If he could do stuff like that, maybe a little bit more even, it's that's a great sign. Fnatic winning their second round and collapsing the economy on the mousesports side.
Who's
interesting
popping
times.
off on the side of Fnatic? They all seem so quiet every time we look at them. I wonder, you know, like, if we were a pop-off like that, I want to go to them very quickly next time to see who's actually giving a shout. Have not seen them going for it that much. But, you know, I mean, it's good of you to mention Regali just because he gets a lot of attention on the desk. He's gotten a lot of attention during the online portion leading up to this LAN. And at least on the first day, he wasn't really present. He showed up a bit more yesterday. But, you know, if he can be the man to make a difference here in this match, that's going to be terrific for Fnatic.
True.
Maybe he is like that. You know, he just needs a little bit of time to power up.
Get himself. I mean, that is... He just took that round into his own hand and said, you know what? I'm going to stop the bomb in lobby and anyone else that shows up, by the way.
Yeah, that looks really promising. Now, however... Easy peasy. Super clean shot. They've managed to recover the bomb at least.
They're toying with him.
Yeah, but they've recovered the bomb, so he can pass that info along to his teammates.
Yes. Don't know if a bomb plant's going to be possible. Maybe. Oh, they line up for Peps also. Not going to be even close there. Tied up in terms of the scoreline now. 3-3. Moving in round number 7. This is a very nice recovery, I would say, coming up from the CT side. See if mousesports can rediscover whatever it is that was working earlier. A lot of options still.
Winning the pistol and then getting 2 anti-ecos. Now they need to deal with full buys, and clearly that is a little bit of an issue. It looks like we get a tactical timeout getting called here by mousesports. JDC doing a lot of talking right now. And when we have listened in on the comms, it seems like he does a lot of communicating as well. So curious what it is that he's bringing to the table. Interesting to see that it's neither the coach nor Sue doing a bit of talking during the timeout, but one of the teammates.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible, right, that someone has just found something out, or, realizing, hold on, wait a minute, they're never playing in this position early. We can totally exploit that. We'll see. All AKs all across the board, not that uncommon for Nuke. Some early nades outside there, but nothing super aggressive coming out here from the T side.
No, indeed. So now Exertion. Taking point out by Big Red. Getting a little bit of real estate there for mousesports. At least they have that to work with. But as these smokes clear up, they're going to be cut off from Secret, and they'll have to fight their way out of this position. So what's going on? Yeah, they're all just grouped up here. 3 of them. It's going to be a 3-2-1 swing. And just hope you can catch the guy Secret. But he gets spotted. Oh, could be a money HE.
Does actually some pretty decent damage. On top of that, obviously a 1-for-1 trade. JDC and Kev are both going down. But, yeah, I'm not sure what they were doing in that moment. It seemed confusing.
Questionable.
They're lurking their way outside, but I mean, they're going to be up against the AWP. If they catch him out of the open, that's one thing, but if they just end up fighting him like this, it could be dangerous.
He knows one is passed.
Yeah, he definitely does. Gonna find him as well. Some nice, very crisp shots coming out. I think this is the Regali that the desk were talking about, on days 1 and 2, and kind of hoping for. So it's cool to see him actually step up and look, the way that he was advertised. Gonna take down Torsi as well. Shane 1 versus 3, and From not even gonna be able to find it.
20 seconds left. Man, these Fnatic guys are just powering up now. They're looking better and better. 4-3, and mouz look lost with these rifles now that Fnatic are actually fully equipped. Doesn't look like mouz really know what they want to do. I mean, if you're going to stay stuck behind Big Red when your smoke wall is clearing up like that, that was it looked like a bit of a hesitation on their side that they aren't necessarily very clear on what it is that they want to do here. And also, just Regali having a field day. But yeah, when Regali is murking all of them, there's no, they've got no nades. They've got nothing to deal with him. They just have to fight him straight up, and that's the last thing you want to do against an op.
And it feels like, I mean, they probably were hoping that he was going to be playing ramp that round and not outside like that, because I'm assuming otherwise they would have tried to have some smokes with them to stop him from having those shots. But when you're wrong about that assumption, it's not going to work out that well. Maybe could have even been a triple there. Shane going to come up with the deagle, pick up the M4. Bomb plant would be nice for mouse sports.
Well, okay then.
I feel like Exertion has been in charge of a lot of really cool shots like that throughout the last couple of days. But they don't really just need cool shots anymore. They need to find a way to win some rounds. One more kill in this round actually would be super cool for mouz if they could get that.
Especially because this is mousesports' map pick.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, Maui, I was, taking the mickey out of him earlier, but Maui was saying that he's looking forward to Fnatic's T side when they swap over and what they're going to have in store for us then. Question is whether or not, we're even going to need the T side for Fnatic at this rate.
He saw that, Shane.
Yep, saw the gun barrel. Problem with the op, it just sticks out a mile.
Probably had to have a quick discussion with himself if he wanted to go for the kill or the bomb plant. So I appreciate the fact that he went for the bomb plant. Now he's going to get the kill on top, and Pepsor is real low on health, so gonna have to call in a teammate. He makes an escape out. This is all very cool. Doesn't close the door. A little bit of flash. The door is gone now. Molotov on top. He's forced into it. Takes down Pepsor. That is really cool though from Shane. That's a 1 versus 3 where he gets 2 kills and a bomb plant. Can't really complain about that.
It turned into a very expensive round for Fnatic. So terrific eco round coming in for mousesports. They're going to need rounds like that to keep Fnatic in check. That was a deagle buy from them, and they managed to drop 4 players and get a bomb plant. So as good as it gets short of winning the round for mousesports. That'll build some confidence.
For sure, mouz are telling each other, that's it. We just took a lot of money away from them. Could see 50 there on Pepsor. The rest of them are still fairly rich, but
it's cool to see for Shane. He's had a bit of a quiet tournament so far, not getting a lot of action on Vertigo. And again, that is the life of the B player. Either it's all in or nothing. But glad to see him off to a hot start here on Nuke, at least, making things interesting.
Torso with the AWP, I've really enjoyed watching him play with this AWP, so I'm excited to see him go up against Regali, who's obviously doing incredible work right now. That could be a fun battle. Torsi so far has had just an incredible excess of confidence when it comes to the AWP. Ooh. Almost ran into that shot. That's dangerous. Exertion, also apparently not lacking the confidence, swings right into the fight.
I'm really liking Regali's style, though. He's hitting the shots he's supposed to hit. Like, those are shots that you want your offer to hit 100% of the time. And, the flashy flicks are one thing. But if you get a chance to just line them up and they step into your crosshair, you need to hit that shot 100%, and he's not missing those. So that's really exactly what you want to see from your opera on Fnatic.
And even if it's, some of these rounds have been multi-kills for him, but even if it's just 1 kill per round outside like that, so valuable, right?
Yeah, that's his job done. So terrific stuff here from Regali.
JDC. Okay. There's the spot. He didn't see the second player out there, which maybe he could have. He's going to go down and actually find him anyway. Wow, right back into a 2-on-2 from a 2-on-4. The only problem is really the time now. 25 seconds for mouz. So pretty soon they're going to have to make up their minds. Bomb is on Torsi with that AWP. They need to get into this bomb site and try and get something done. How can they get past 15 seconds? Going to try and make the jump. He actually does make it past, which in itself is kind of shocking. KST now coming in for a little bit of a fight. JDC will take him down. 3rd kill of the round for him, leaving Regali on his own. I can't believe that this has turned into a 1 versus 2. Fnatic should be winning this round a long time ago, but here we are instead. Regali, I don't know, did he make a step there? Yeah, he's been spotted. They know, and it's JDC with a quad kill. mouz winning in an unbelievably unlikely round, on top of doing all that damage in the previous round.
Yeah, good luck repeating that, though. JDC, you getting all 4 kills like that is just such a big deal, but it's so difficult to reproduce. So whatever it is, that's the 2nd time he's managed to get up to heaven like that and actually get some value out of that position. So Fnatic are going to have to make some changes as to how they're handling outside to make sure that he can't just keep getting up to heaven. That was with Regali challenging early as well and getting a kill early in that round outside as well. So Regali gave up that position, and then it seems like there was no coverage after that of the area, and JDC was able to just work his way up and, well, essentially gut them. So Fnatic are going to have to address that now. And it looks like we get a tag timeout called here by Fnatic. So I like to see Fnatic also the ones, that's something that we were noticing, that they weren't really calling timeouts the first day when they were getting just pounded by NIP. And yesterday. They started to call a few more, so glad to see an early timeout getting called here by Fnatic.
Definitely, yeah. Keep things under control. You're still in the lead. JDC's like, I'm the man. Look at this. Quad kill. That was a very cool round out of him. Well, we got 3 M4s, an AWP, and a Deagle on Pepsol. Regali goes down to Tossi, and Sui coming up with a kill on Kevis. So this time they win that outside fight in a big way. And I'm not shocked at all that Tossi is willing to take the fight to Regali, because again, his whole style so far has been taking all the fights that he could possibly get, no matter what, really.
And that was just all-out aggression coming in from mousesports, and it paying off wonderfully. Smashed through this defense as if it wasn't even there. And now KST is in a position to think about just backing off and trying to save this gun. I don't think he's going to be allowed to, though. Yep. Spotted midair. Torzy going to find that kill easy. And Fnatic looked like they were starting to develop some momentum, but that may start to stutter a little bit here.
Yeah. Maui Snake getting nervous in the green room, no doubt.
Just a touch.
It's like, no, guys.
I mean, personally, if I was Maui right now, I'd be worried about, you know, getting like radiation burns or something like that from surfing in that canal. But, you know, if he's worried about Fnatic too, fair enough.
Oh, man. It's going to be fine. A little bit of radiation never hurt anyone.
Never hurt anybody. Yeah, exactly. It's all good. And you're right. Maybe he turns into Spider-Man or something, you know? What would Maui turn into, though?
It's Maui Snake. It's going to have to be either snake-based or surf-based, I guess.
He loses all of his limbs and just turns into this wiggling
slithering on the floor.
Yeah.
I bet Maui could do like the worm dance move, like the whole like.
Except he wouldn't have a choice. That's the only way he can get around. Where I was like, "Go, Maui."
We're not making him into a superhero. Just crippling radiation.
Exactly.
A tragic story. We're all tied up 5-5, and it's round number 11. And they don't really have a lot to work with here on the CT side. Still doing some damage at the very least till the kill comes through. Pepsaw able to pick that one up. That was actually Torsey with the AWP, but even though the AK was closer. Process now. I've really enjoyed. He's not been having the most impactful game here, Process, but I think overall in the series he's been really fun to watch. So I wouldn't discount him if you're new and you haven't seen any of these teams play yet. I'd say still worth keeping an eye on him, generally speaking.
Yeah, overall in the tournament he's been doing a good job for sure. He's had his moments in both series, so good to see more from him for sure. But right now Fnatic feels like they've kind of lost a grip on the situation.
Yes, they have.
3 rounds in a row for mousesports. And now we'll get a buy round coming in here for Fnatic, an AUG in play from Process. So see if that makes a difference for him, having that scoped rifle. Just completely out of the meta to get the rushes, the vent drop early. But straight pass through to Secret this time with 2 players. Mousesports. This is interesting. So it's going to be a split. Ramp and lower hall straight onto the B site.
Yeah, once again they get ramp. Not last time, but they have tried to take Heaven from ramp this time. Really quick, right down, instant bomb plant here. Fnatic might just have to just call it off and say, well, we're not even going to get close. We can't retake this. It's just so fast.
Yeah,
wow.
That's a tough one.
They're done. You know who we could make a good superhero out of, though? Pimp.
Okay.
He could trap his enemies in his shoes, like those like aquarium shoes. It's like a classic Pimp thing, isn't it?
Okay.
He has like a shrink ray, and he
shrinks you down so you fit in the shoes.
Exactly.
You see, the thing is, what Anders is talking about is like the platform shoes that have aquariums in the soles, where you can have your fish, your goldfish, and whatnot. See, Pimp, that I feel like that would be a fitting thing. The problem is you'd run out of space too quickly because he would just find too many people on Twitter annoying him.
I know, a lot of enemies.
Yeah, a lot of people. His patience not that high. So he'd be a pretty brutal pimp.
He has been going to war on Twitter. it's been funny. Everyone has to every once in a while. That's what it's for.
But that's his superhero ability then, to shrink people down.
Yeah, he's got that like cane. That's like where the shrink ray is.
Okay.
They go in the shoes.
Got it.
We need a cartoonist or someone to help us out.
Please.
13th round. Got Torsey still on that AWP. Regani gone a little bit quiet. just for a couple of rounds. It'd be nice to see him pick up, again, those opening kills, get that 4-on-5. He's in that very dangerous... When you're by the railing out there, by the stairs, it's so hard to spot when you're coming in on the other side. It doesn't seem like there's much coverage, but when you're on the T side looking that way, you just don't see anything. Even if you have an AUG or anything like that, just having the scope versus the AK is so disgusting. All right. Torsi. Don't know if he saw anything or just took a random shot, but Molotov going to put a little bit of pressure on Regali. He's fallen back from the outside, which also gave Exertion a chance to cross. So they've got a bit of a setup, but about a minute left.
Yeah. Some good discipline getting shown by Pepser as well. Not that perhaps he would try and push Secret late to see if he can get some information, but he's just content to sit there and wait.
Oh, Process, this is so dangerous. He doesn't realize. He couldn't know that there was a second player there. But the fact that he even wanted to go for it is kind of cool. And Torsi not ready for it at all. So MP9 for an AWP. But still a 4-on-4, obviously. 35 seconds left on the clock. And Pepsor waiting a long time, but not really finding anyone yet. And now they're up behind him. Kev is down here as well. So they got, unlike the previous round, they have a lot more people near the bomb site. And it's a 4-on-4. Have to expect that Fnatic might want to try and see if they can actually go for this retake. Got to be careful they don't get shot in the back eventually. There is a player, I think Exertion is still walking up behind them. Sui goes down, Shane is there. Oh, double kill. They walked right into that headshot. JDC picks up one and he spins all the way around to take down Pepsor. That is some crisp AK shooting.
Yes, and that was some, some eyebrows there at the end as well. He knew what was up.
Yeah.
He knows who was there to save the day. He is good at hitting those 180 shots, of predicting where his opponents are going to be, one and the other, where the trade is coming from. He is very solid at that, JDC. We've seen a few examples of that now throughout the tournament where he has just had these real crisp double kills. And well, there's another example for you. The guy is a threat. And well, that puts mouZ up to 8 rounds on the T side here. With only a few more rounds left in the half, there isn't a whole lot of room here now for Fnatic to mess around. And if mouz end up picking 10 rounds on the T side, this is going to get dire.
Crosus, it's just, I don't know. Yeah. In your mind, when you're doing that, you're thinking, I'm going to get the perfect swing and line them all up. But in reality, yeah, you miss like 1 or 2 bullets and they're going to fan out. And especially when the first guy's jumping around the corner, not easy. Kev is almost dead. It's another 4-on-4. Pepsor is all the way dead. And the bomb is going to be planted.
Yeah, now they're getting smashed. Okay. These are just brutal kills. No chance for a reply.
Yep.
No chance for trades either. They're all spread out, Fnatic. That's going to make it even more difficult. Although Regali is going to catch out one. Gets traded. And again, JDC with a double kill. So JDC is just running roughshod over these players right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got 16 kills. Shane's got 15. And they're all hanging out.
Yeah, they're just having a good time at this point. mouz looking very confident indeed. And where they were the ones who were trying to, well, that was one of the storylines that we were kind of focusing on, is that they need to make sure that they stay focused and get the job done against Fnatic before they start thinking about the rematch with Nib. But I mean, these guys just look like they're having fun right now. There was a little, there was a period there where Fnatic was starting to pick up some steam, but now 9 rounds on the T side of Nuke. I mean, you've won the half. You are definitely feeling very good so far with the outcome of this first half if you are mouz.
And definitely we're realizing now one of the weaknesses that Fnatic haven't been able to adjust it to in a reasonable fashion has been that ramp. They keep getting down into that B bomb side in a big way. They get a bomb plant without anyone able to rotate to slow them down or anything like that. Time to go for a boost in the ramp. Boost someone up in the corner.
Yeah. Oh, well, that was
Molotov himself.
Unfortunate. Shame that we had to see that.
It happens. Regali could be flashed in to take a bit of a fight once the Molotov is down. Ooh, Sui is actually almost now. They're right on top of him, and even if he got a kill, he definitely would have been traded there. So the timing, it was there for a second, and now it's gone. Kevin and Pep sort of fall right afterwards. Yeah. So this is the 15th round, last of the half. Really tough for Fnatic. They really have lost control of this game in a big way. KST is going to be going down. JDC unable to miss a shot these days. He's coming back more. He's like, yeah, I want this fight, and he's going to get it as well. Triple for him, 19 on the board, and what a stunning result for mouz after, just messing around a little bit at the beginning. Now 10-5 at the end of it.
21 kills. And, you know, JDC was one of those players yesterday that I overheard, you know, he's just loving it on LAN. Saying, you know, I don't feel like I can miss. I'm clicking on heads and they're dying.
He's
just
right.
Like, he's just loving LAN right now.
He's got it figured out. He's found the secret formula.
Click heads.
Click on the heads.
Click on the heads.
Pretend they're desktop icons, and you just you'll never miss it. You could never miss your desktop icon, can you? You never tried that, have you? You're like, I'm trying to double click the
desktop icon. I was going a different direction with it, where I was just like, you know, destroy the brain or remove the head. Who would ever think of saying something like that? Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
All right. It's good to be making some references again, you know?
I don't think I've ever watched that sober. I can't remember any of it.
No, yeah, it's not it's too damn good. That's one of those trilogies we've got to rewatch at some point. That's what it's. Shaun of the Dead. Hot Fuzz is just god tier.
Whenever I'm in that mood, I just always I will go back and watch Super Troopers.
Super Troopers is freaking amazing. Yes.
I don't understand why, because I feel like a lot of comedy movies like that, you go back and watch and you think like, wow, that's not actually that funny anymore, you know. But for some reason, it just is.
Super Troopers is a more.
Can't help it.
You boys like Mexico.
It's so dumb, so stupid. Well, second half is going to be coming up, and I don't know. Is it going to have to be one hell of a motivational talk that's going to be coming out here? Now, luckily, we can actually listen into if there are any motivational talks going on the Fnatic side.
I'm gonna hold ramp for a bit.
Yeah. One on hot.
Just get ready now to go.
I'm ready.
Right. Yeah, you should go now.
Falling. Flashing first. Boom. Flashing second.
Floor.
Boom.
Floor dead.
Hot,
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 hot, dead.
Nice.
Nice.
Heaven.
Heaven.
Out. Main.
One door.
I have
He's
hot.
Inside door, guys. Outside. Dead. Nice.
Also hot.
Main.
Door.
Door.
One
Door
guy
and
main.
main. Door and main.
Push
Okay.
the guy door.
Main door. Main.
I'm
I got door.
hiding behind
I'm
side,
pushing
guys.
the guy door right.
Door.
Yeah. One main,
door.
one door. That door.
Nice.
Last
I got you.
main.
I play nerd contact.
He's
He
pushing.
crossed already. Wait, I'm gonna kill him.
Nice.
Good job.
Good job. Good job.
Looked like for a second that 2 versus 4 was about to get out of control, but good recovery. And they throw that Molotov onto Exertion. He actually does, I think, a fairly credible job of just ignoring it and trying to go for the kills. But once there's 3 people out, I mean, it's just you have to hit like an instant headshot to even be close to it. So nice little execute, pretty straightforward from the Fnatic side. They win the pistol. That's great news.
Yeah. And, well, I mean, we saw this in the first half, Andrew, so I'm not going to get my hopes up too high just yet, where they were able to get some momentum going, and it looked good, and then mousesports were right back in the mix. Now they have to survive the Deagle buy from mousesports. And look at this aggression from Sue already, getting quite a bit of information, seeing nobody in yard. But, of course, Fnatic are going to pounce as soon as that information is given.
Oh, there's a headshot as well from the scout. Sui picking up a kill on Kevin. Just like that, it's a lot of trouble. Only Process left with 21 health. The bomb is right there in front, and he's going to go down. Torsi with a nice triple kill. That happened so quickly. You didn't even get done saying it, Sumner, by the time it's already unfolding.
I don't know. Gang symbols on stream, really?
If your gang symbol is a heart, you can probably get away with it.
You could probably be all right with that, yeah.
It's all right. Part of the love gang.
He gives them, yeah, never mind. So 6-11. And mouz, yeah, now they get the AWP in Torsi's hands, and they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves. Whereas Fnatic, that's what I was worried about. You win that pistol, fair enough. You need to survive the following one. What a shot from Regali.
Nicely done. There's nothing better than doing that, like running, cruise, scouting, because you just feel like you're so fast even when you're scoped up, right?
Yeah, it's broken. It's
amazing.
Crazy how fast you can peek with that thing.
They should increase the speed on it.
They should?
Yeah, make it 50% faster.
Okay. Race car.
Keep the recoil the same. Regali goes down and so does Process, so you know a little bit of excitement when you get that early kill, but now it's kind of falling apart. Pepsol, he's got the right idea, but unable to hit the shot. I don't know why. That seemed like it probably was a free kill, but he might have panicked just a bit. Leaves KST on his own.
KST? Well, he's got the bomb at least.
Yeah, I wonder what it's short for. Same with JDC. Do we know?
Just
We should
don't
find out.
care. He just doesn't care, Anders.
Could be. Living that.
And KST is just killing some time.
All right. I like those. Those are good. Those are both, I think, really good pitches. If they don't mean anything, they should pick those. Just steal them.
Get it out of it. I mean, I worked with Doa for years before I realized that his name, and he's the nicest, sweetest person as well.
He's a very kind guy. Yeah.
But his name is Dead on Arrival. And I was like, dude, that's really dark for you. I would never guess.
Yeah, he's a very cool guy. KST, actually, this is a 1-on-4 that he's just turned into a 1-on-2 with no bomb plant yet. He did get interrupted doing that. 9 seconds on the clock, and he's still going to get the bomb down. I'm super impressed. He still has the health for it. The Eagle is out instead. One of them is low, but he can't land the bullet. Still, really impressive stuff. That is cool to see. mouz will still win the round.
At least they hold on to the AWP. That was my primary concern when we lost towards the outside. I was thinking, man, if they lose that AWP, that is going to be a very, very expensive round, disastrous round. But they at least saved that. And so it's going to be a pretty decent buy, all things considered, here for mousesports going up against Fnatic, who, yes, they got a bomb plant, but that was a force buy. So it's they are going to have to take another round of eco in the teeth. In all likelihood, we're going to see mousesports get up to 13 rounds. And then Fnatic on the T side, man, it's going to be rough. That's a long way ahead of them to get back into this map.
Yeah, they're starting to slip really far behind at the moment, and the fact that they can't put together like a really powerful buy in this round is just a shame. It'd be nice if they could step back into it right away, but that's how it is when you go for that, the force up in this round. So we'll see if they can do some damage. I think they bought a couple of guns in this upcoming round, ready to do something. But KST, man, if he could have won this round, that would have really changed the map entirely, wouldn't it? Would have been 10-7 at that point in time. They have all the the money they need. Probably crush mousesports economy on top of it. And speaking of which, mouz don't have that much money to work with either. So they got some Deagles and even a Tech 9 on process.
Peps are getting chunked by that HE. And no, JDC not really wanting to play with fire and hang around here at ramp. Instead, gonna give a little bit of room. Damn.
He's about to be dead. It's slow. It's painfully slow.
Dude, that's amazing. I have not seen that before.
No, death by 1,000 cuts. How many bullets landed on him?
That was like 30 bullets.
Yeah.
Took him forever. But also, I mean, Sue is just like, guys, help, please, help, somebody.
I've been dying for 10 minutes. Can anyone help?
A flash? Anything?
He just, I mean, presumably he's thinking he's not going to keep shooting, like he's already fired 20 bullets here. But he did. That was funny, but it doesn't win in the round, right? Still going to be another one going in favor of the mouse side. So 13 on the board to the 6 of Fnatic. Now they have rifles. This is obviously their best chance. This is where they need to step back into the game, probably win like 3 rounds in a row from this point on, just to start to feel like it's doable. Shane moving up close with the MP9. Doesn't look like it's an actual lobby crunch so much anymore. It's just him playing a bit of an off angle. Fair enough.
And we are going to get that HE.
And obviously the headshot to follow. He is, I was going to say, he's kind of all in when he falls back like that. But they give him some space, and he falls back. That's pretty devastating. He basically killed another person with the, look at the HE damage.
That damage is just terrific. Yeah, there is a kill on Shane, though, who got a little ahead of himself trying to play aggro with that MP9.
Yeah.
So we're back into a 4-on-4. Still a very winnable situation here for Fnatic. They shouldn't be feeling too discouraged, as they do have ramp. And they do have Process waiting patiently outside.
Yeah.
No, Torsi's caught him.
And Sui is making sure they don't go heaven, which is what Fnatic themselves were trying to do. Oh, sorry, mouz were doing on the T side. So they're well aware that that's a danger once you give up ramp. Exertion right here. They line up for him, and that's a nice little double kill. Ready for more if he could get it. Nearly, I think, a bullet away from taking down Kever as well. 30 seconds, and he's going to get caught by Torsi. Was it a real shouting coming out? They know.
Those guys.
They know.
I mean, Yeah, they show a lot of emotion, mouse sports. That is the thing. Clearly,
I love it.
You know, yeah. But
Big
I'm just
fan of
thinking, guys, it's still early days. You got a lot of rounds ahead of you here today as well. If you make it into that grand final, it's a best of 5. Map advantage for NIP, fair enough.
They certainly can't ramp up the level of excitement all the way throughout the day, because then they're gonna have no voice left at the end of it.
Exactly. You still have to calm, but you still have to have energy as well. You know, so if you're constantly riding at a 9, that's a little bit of a problem. You need to kind of bring it back just a touch. No, we'll see. Anti-rush positioning from Sue, expecting to see perhaps a vent dive. He's going to be in a spot now to see. Yep, on the other side of that smoke. Very nicely done. But they did lose Torzy in the mix.
Yeah, you know, he's been playing very well. So nice pick off there. Org on top of the silo. In a different round, there could easily have been a Molotov landing there, but they just obviously don't have that kind of equipment right now on the Fnatic side, so limited options just like that. JDC taking down Process. Again, 23 kills on him right now, 20 on Shane, so both been playing an absolutely terrific game right now. Regali on his own in a 1 versus 4.
Yeah.
From the looks of it, at least for this first map, it's going to be Maui that's going to be the first one to go into Pimp's shoes.
Oh, you know, Maui, I know you were trying to make a play there, dude. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This time, unfortunately, dude. The T side of Fnatic leaves a lot to be desired.
Yes, it does.
But, you know, I do want to see Pimp and, you know, just get the shoe laser going. Let's see it.
The Shrink Ray. Duke Nukem style.
Hell yeah.
Regali putting up a fight. The problem is the time. You know, 10 seconds. He actually cannot make it down to the lower site. He has the bomb, but I just don't think it's possible. 6, 4. Yeah, he's not going to make it.
Nope. That's it.
I mean, again, they've had rounds like these before where you sort of feel like, but it, you know, it's pretty impressive, right? You have 2-on-4s or 1 versus 4s, and you fight your way back. But you want to start the round like that instead of having to fight your way back. Just start with a double kill and see what happens, you know. But that's not been an option for them at the moment. Of course, saying it is easy, doing it is not quite the same. Let's listen into what mousesports are going to be saying here. They're almost at the end of it.
I mean, top main money.
Yeah. Keep it up.
You can molly dog, Hubert.
Yeah, I have money.
I want molly hut. I'm flashing. I'm just crossing without smoke. I'm behind red. One behind red. Dignitas.
I'm holding red.
Dignitas.
Holding red.
Close main. Close main. Close main. Close main.
One more process.
Crossing
I
close main.
I'm playing from city event, guy. Sorry.
One is under heaven.
Coming.
Secret and under heaven.
Blind.
Under heaven.
Under heaven. Dead. 3v3.
Don't see outside, I'll regress
I'm
it.
pushing main now, main. Yeah. They
In a garage.
Garage.
You're alone.
Default and I.
Oh shit!
That's right.
That's
Inside.
right, guys. Good cop.
Well then. I mean, I think obviously trying to end the game by just going mega aggressive outside, but they kind of blew up in their faces a little bit.
It did, and yeah, getting a little caught there towards you, not quite coming up with the goods in the end.
Yeah, and I think because in his mind, presumably when that fight begins, he's got Sue, who's all the way out by that red container, so he's thinking, well, the fight is kind of all in front of me, but he dies so quickly, and then the fight is absolutely not in front of him right now. Now it's actually walking up behind him, and he didn't even know, right? That had to be called out by teammates, and waited there's someone in hell, and he has to turn around, but also he's about to get shot in the back. It's a lot of pressure there, and it got to him, which normally he's been very good, I think, in these tight situations, but yeah, he missed a shot that probably he should have just connected with, so that'll happen, even to the best of us. KST goes down. Fnatic, come on, this is the big opening. If you wanted to fight your way into overtime, winning that last round is a big way to go. Don't give it up. Shane not even falling back, and they actually see it coming. He does get the dink on the Pepsol, but I'm kind of shocked that he stuck around.
I think he's just stuck at that point.
Yeah, maybe.
And now Exertion's going to be here with the Deeg. Do we get them checking? Do we get them actually being so thorough? Exertion's going to find the kill on the 1. Nice point blank shot here from Torzi. Regali on the other side of that angle as well. Has to worry about getting shot in the back.
It's so stressful, isn't it? He just knows if he messes up even for a second, and Kevin goes down to exertion as well. So there's just no breathing room here for Fnatic. Even winning the round, we think, okay, maybe something here. And mouz, they've got that killer instinct. 16-7 as they take down Fnatic on the first map. One step closer to the grand final is exactly what they are. That was a really cool display for mouz.